Hey folks, this is Danny Kanell of ESPN, and he is the first ESPN announcer I have heard directly say that the problem at the college level in football is the lack of black candidates being interviewed for head coaching jobs. He talked about that in the case of South Carolina as he was talking with Paul Feinbaum on College Football Live right now. I want you to listen to this because I was trying to explain to Ann Killion, the media, white, black, and Hispanic, needs to start pointing to this problem, and that's exactly what he did. Listen.
Overall, college football has a problem that they need to address, similar to the NFL, the way they have the Rooney Rule, because we're not seeing enough African Americans getting hired to take head coaching football jobs at the collegiate level, and more teams need to start interviewing, because you're seeing it's such a cyclical business. You see the same names, they're recycled and chewed out at different programs. They just hop from one spot to another. And granted, you have Dino Babers, who I think is a great hire for Syracuse, but we need to see more of those types of hires.
Danny, I completely agree with you, but what's also interesting is that the ACC hires this year are better than the SEC hires.
Good point.
Now, that is a first, and Paul Feinbaum was kind of batting his eyelashes, and he's batting his eyes really fast, as if to say he didn't expect him to go there, and he said he completely agreed, but he didn't expound on it. It was like, gee, I really don't want to talk too much about this, but you're right. But it needs to be talked about. I've tried to explain this to Ann Killion, who is the author with Hope Solo of her memoir, because Ann was talking about NFL head coaching candidates. She also writes for the Chronicle. And I said, why don't you mention anyone black? And she didn't respond on Twitter at all. And I went on a constant feed explaining to her the responsibility of media to talk about the problem of qualified black candidates not being interviewed for head coaching positions. But Ann Killion will not hesitate to mention if there's a gender problem. In other words, if women aren't getting recognized. But I said, Ann, you can do that, right? But you can't talk about it when someone black isn't recognized? See, this is responsible media talking about ESPN. That's socially responsible media, and we need more of that to get rid of the kind of racism that people are simply sick and tired of seeing. Danny Kanell is tired of seeing it. That's why he mentioned it. I'm tired of seeing it. That's why I talk about it. And folks like Ann Killion ought to be tired of seeing it too. That's all I'm saying.